Have you ever been to a restaurant where you weren't expecting to enjoy it because at first glance you felt that the food won't be nice, the interior or the design wasn't to your taste, but then when you tasted the food, it was so good and you really enjoyed it, and especially being with friends that you like the company of, you really had a great time in that restaurant. Well, it's sort of the same thing with our beggar in the first reading. He saw Peter and John walking, and knowing that these are probably good guys, he was expecting to receive something from them. But Peter told him, "I have neither silver nor gold, but I can give you something better." And for the first time, that beggar heard about Jesus. And if you will read the first reading, he got more than what he was expecting. Sometimes we look at God and we think of Christianity or faith as a jukebox. We give something, we put a coin, and we expect that everything's going to be magical, everything's going to be all right. We expect something, but in reality, God wants to give us something, and not just anything, but something better. And it's like the world also. Sometimes we're afraid to give God because we give in to the pressure that the world or the people of the world are asking for something else or expecting something else from you. But God calls us to be like Peter and John, even though whoever we encounter might be asking for something else. It is what they need and what is best for them that we give them, that we impart to them. Sometimes, we might be afraid that they might not want to receive it. But how will we know if we didn't even try? Peter and John was so in love with God, was so aware of God's grace and God's blessings that they wanted to share it. Even though people were expecting something different from them, they gave it anyway. And as you go on through this day, tomorrow, next week, next month, as you go on with your life, when you encounter someone who is begging for God, but might be expecting something else other than God, have the courage to be like Peter and John. Be Peter and John to that beggar. They might be expecting something, but God is expecting you to give that person something better, way better. Give them God Himself.